And we're live. And today we're going to be playing some more of that there Neon Striker. And there's been some changes since the last time I played. A lot of which happened with Manifold, so we're going to try that again. How's it going, Lovershot? How you doing this morning? I noticed that the health bars moved back into the corner instead of being around our face. I wonder if that was due to feedback or is just an option that's changeable now. How's it going, Mr. Salad Dude? How you doing? Oh, they have red dots in their corners. I'm sure that means something. Cruising between all the rocks. How's it going, Median? How's it going, Dutch? Your piercing bullets return to you after reaching the maximum range. Getting this nice and early means that we can try to work towards using that. None of these are piercing at the moment. Maybe showing what item you haven't got with this new update, maybe. It is possible. Just finished watching yesterday's Hive Blight vid. I hope you enjoyed it. Hive Blight is always interesting on YouTube because everyone loves to tell you exactly what and why you did everything wrong and suspect that you're doing it on purpose instead of just trying to enjoy video games. So it's always an interesting one. But I hope you enjoyed it. How's it going, Skeeve? Rooster Friend would be lovely, but Railgun is a piercing weapon. I think I want to lean into that. How's it going, Shining Dragon? How's it going, Aces? Ow. All of my health went away, like, instantly. Good old hologram. Honestly, I think what I end up doing is I switch to a more forward situation. So that way I can have two railguns going off with the second wind piercing nonsense. That was the first thing I noted, Skeeve. I was like, the health has moved again. I guess people pervert it where it was before. Oh, you guys are healthy. I.e., you don't want to die. You know, like, actually, like, please die. Ow. Perfect. How's it going, Chef? I could have another hologram, or I can have another piercing bullet. More pierce. I'll have one flanking bullet, and I'll have all these piercing. Maybe I do that, so I am firing more frequently. How's it going, Max Raven? Oh yeah, I think I like that a bit more. That feels pretty good. Fires 3 paper airplanes and damages in them 50%. Target ally restores health. Allies in this aura have armor. Well, I don't really have any allies at the moment. So I guess just paper airplanes. Now you're only 11 minutes behind on Final Fantasy VOD. Excellent. Until you post the next one, which will be in a couple of hours. No Scott today, I see. Scott typically doesn't join me on Thursdays because he got work and such. Okay. How's it going, Lloyd Shot? I'm going to grab formation. It doesn't do anything for me yet, but it might in the future. How's it going, Surfit? Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Fires bullets that inflict overheat on enemies and light on allies. It's another piercing weapon, but I also have another hologram.
Safety first. Put on your helmet.
Shining Dragons, but Lloyd Shot. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Ouch, baby.
Purity is good. Yeah, I'll grab the purity. Why not? It doesn't actually do any damage
Put on your helmet.
other than applying overheat, but we'll try it. Oh, Mage Raven's also been low headshot. Thank you very much. Pathogenic full release last week. I do believe I did hear something to that effect. Don't worry, we're gonna get this guy one day. There we go. Well, let's give a friend. Likes to circle enemies at a distance, this beta friend. So, what weapons do I want to give him? I think maybe I do something like this. So that way he's got 2 piercing bullets of his own, and then 2 other bullets. And then maybe one day I'll give him an aura. It's the cacophony. Oh, I see he keeps his circle health. How's it going, Spiketail Drake? How are you doing this morning? Alright. Well, we can have another friend. Or a hologram. Yeah, I guess the red dot does mean, since they've introduced red dot, I haven't picked it yet, so. Its guns prioritize allies instead of enemies. Ooh, multi-shot on an item. Just was the YouTube notification, think it was the VOD for the stream already. Like, that's why I put out the YouTube notification, to let people know that I'm live. I think I'm going to go for the multi-shot, and I think I'm going to give Balance the multi-shot. I think I like that. The friends did get updated. I think we're going to do something like this. So then they'll both have multi-shotting balance. He'll have the burst fire and shoot from a distance. He'll have the extra fire rate and prioritize trying to shoot at us. And with this weapon, that will heal us. And with this, he'll put light on us. Doesn't like watching the VOD. Don't like all the time in the world to watch streams live. That's fair. That's why the VOD channel exists. Also, hype trade. Out of nowhere. Alright, we are really firing bullets now. I can upgrade our railgun. I can upgrade our cutaway. I can just have another cutaway. Or I can hologram something. Oh, thank you very much, Wraith Bow!
A choo-choo.
Hologram is more versatile. I do have an extra spot where I can just have this fish shooting out a lot more cutaways.
Safety first. Put on your helmet.
Ah, Spiketail Drake has been Lloyd John. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Ouch, baby.
You know what? I'm just gonna hologram here. Mellum, thank you for the 16 months. How's it going? What if I do something like that for now? That's probably fine. Have to leave for a meeting shortly. I hope your meeting goes well. Alright. I think our setup is doing things these days. Alright. How's it going, Mr. Bearman? I hope you guys enjoy FF7. Very good game.
Safety first.
Oh, geez, and Mr. Bearman's also been Lloyd shot. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Ouch, baby.
An upgraded hologram or a magnifier to upgrade the magnifier for even more range for all of those weapons. I actually think having the extra range is going to be nice. Your sub count is now not found. It has gone to full John Cena. I can't see it. Hey, you know what? Well, let's give him extra range. Mending Beam has gotten much better since our recording. A lot of things have changed. Okay. Oh, we're definitely taking some hits here. But we're okay. Your brothers have played the remake, so this is going to be different. Playing the remake before playing the original is interesting. The bar and stuff is indeed on the bottom left these days. I think I like the idea of doing something like this. And then I guess at that point... yeah, I'll have that one being copied over there, and then I can throw that there. That's fine. These ships are certainly better than they were when I last tried them before I went on my vacation. They've since been balanced a bit. At least this one has. I'm playing on a slightly lower difficulty because I presumed it was going to be much more difficult. But I'm actually doing quite well now. I was a vacay. It was good. Got to see the fam. How's it going, Zithis? It's because I'm a wimp. It is true. I am. Well, I guess we can upgrade our beta friend. Oh, +2 burst fire. That is quite a good upgrade. Take these experiment. Deploys paper airplanes. Your drones have extra armor. Aura of stone. Allies in this aura have extra armor. I do have something for auras, so I could just grab this. The aura of stone has been completely reworked, so now it doesn't absorb bullets and just make you die. Now it just allies have extra armor. If I give this to, say, the koi friend, does it need the formation, or does me having the formation, is that sufficient? I don't know. Also, hype train success. Thank you very much, everybody. Aura of Flames is a new aura. When an ally bullet enters or exits this, it gains plus 32% size and damage. You know what? That aura seems much funner. Coin Tavern comes out today. I knew it was very soon, but apparently very soon is today. I wonder if it's better if I have it and I just kind of do something like this. And it'll have a lot of range because of this. If I don't care about my range, I can just run 2 auras. Been enjoying the vids on that. YouTube does not like it. The compression goes bonkers. That means it's good. That's usually how I look at it. Yeah, so let's see if I run both of these auras. See how that works. Alright. We got the Heart of the Swarm. Just Bubbles McGee over here. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Got him. Combined with your friends, your items benefit from all of their buffs. Yeah, that used to do something with like armor and stuff, percentage-wise, but just my items get all of the extra stuff that they do. I like that a lot. Arsenal, burst fire, or lifesteal. Lifesteal is good. Burst fire is good. But I might need the lifesteal if I'm going to be combining, since I won't be getting shot by my friends. So, as much as burst fire would be fun, I think I'm going to grab the lifesteal and slap that there. And then I think I'm going to do this. So now I'll have +2 burst fire and plus 50% fire rate. And yeah, we'll just go nuts. All right. Here we go. Rooster friend. Gets health, likes to charge enemies, but it's another bit of Voltron. And this would just give me extra health. The balance would allow me to upgrade my balance. Potentially twice, if I really wanted to. The extra friend I'd have to find room for, which honestly would probably replace the railgun at this point. And that's just for 10% health. Let's go to Skullnada. Stayed up to play around with the new patch notes and HOTS. I do also want to mess around with that at some point. Perhaps unlikely on stream, but maybe on stream. Will that be 10% health for every item on your ship? I guess so with Unity? I guess just in case it really wants to sit next to something, I can just move this aura up here just so this is next to 4 things technically. Alright, I have 1 wing. I need to find my other wing. I do have a considerable amount more health. Don't really need any of this. I'm going to grab the laser beam just so it doesn't have a red dot next to it anymore. I had 5 health segments before. Yeah, I have a couple more than that these days. Oh, well, there's my last wing. Oh, plus 50% range. Upgrading the Koi Friend is interesting, but... Let's... Now I have to start making hard decisions, though. Because I gotta remove something to get that last wing. I guess I can remove 48% longer range to gain 50% range. I guess it's just a 2% increase. That's fine. Alright. Full Voltron complete. Perfect. Well, I guess I will upgrade my Swallow Friend. Plus 100% range. Alright then. More range, more better. How's it going, Mr. Robert J? Alright. Those guys got wrecked. I guess I'll grab this one because I don't want any of them, but it's a red dot, but it's ship specific, so it's theoretically harder to get. How's the Ultra Sea life going? Oh, it's going. Getting back into the work groove after a little over a week away. Alright, this guy has beams of reversal. Also, so many rocks. Many rocks. Okay. My health regain is doing a lot, but he is just all over me here. I'm gonna die. I don't know what I was supposed to do against him other than die. But, that's what I did. So, apparently, playing on baby mode is justified. Yeah, with his tunnel beam, and the fact that he's big and fast, I'm not sure what the game plan is other than die. Speed or zapper or laser. Early on, just zapper's probably fine. Do we go all speed, all fire, or do we go all electricity? Well, this guy does a lot of overheat shenanigans, and apparently the sauce is to attach it with a weapon that doesn't do damage, like a slime launcher. So if we can find a slauncher, maybe we can do something with that. I'll grab cheap missiles because it's a good item if I find missiles. Just deflect some of his projectiles. Yeah, with my knight's buckler, I suppose. Well, there's some missiles. Railgun, mine launcher, oil tank. Mine missiles. I'll do this just because the wider arc's probably a little bit more useful. And then I'll throw this up here just for symmetry. Missiles stick to enemies and push them. When you ram an enemy, detonate the missiles. That's always fun. We do some of that. Hologram. And then hologram the cheap missiles. Where's James? Working like a normal adult human. He's not like me at all. I mean, admittedly, I am working too, but he's got like a real human job. Hologram the column missile thing. I could if I get more weapons to utilize it. But right now, it's just the zap cannon. And that's not enough for me to warrant that yet. the weirdest thing I've done in my life? I feel like that's a matter of opinion. And, stream on the internet. That's just missiles. It's not the mainstream. I mean, that's the weirdest thing I've streamed on the internet, and if streaming on the internet is the weirdest thing that I've done, that's the weirdest thing of the weirdest thing. So that's probably high on the list. Yeah, just a mini missile launcher is fine. Add 2% of your max health to damage your bullets, doubled while you have overheat. Well, I don't have overheat, but... And I don't have a ton of health. But it is technically more damage. Or I can just get more mini missiles. More mini missiles, probably. Fine. No. Shove this boss around. Oh, God, he's going. Oh, and then he immediately stopped. I think because I slapped into him. Because that detonates all the missiles. Man, I'm really getting shovey with him. Get back here, you coward! Don't you run from me! Oh, he's outside the playing field. Sir? 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 I think I've broken it. Got him. Chain reaction's probably very funny. Upgrade all of my common items. Be a couple of my missiles and a couple of the guns that I'll probably give up at some point. A weapon lifesteal. I don't know what singular weapon I'd want to give lifesteal right now. And I don't think I need... Oh, and now we can see all of the ships, all the stuff that comes from the Phantom, so I can make informed decisions. That's fun. I don't think I need anything from the Phantom. The lifesteal would be nice if I had a set weapon. I think I'm just going to grab smithing. I think smithing is fine. Surfing, apparently it doesn't, I don't have exceptions for Twitch clip links. I'll figure that out at some point. How's it going, Zeno? I shoved a boss out of the playable arena a bit earlier, and, people were concerned. do I want? Probably there, just like that. That's fine. And then, yeah, I'll stick with that there, because I want that fully done like that. So, yeah, this is fine. Look at all the pretty colors. Fire one mini missile each time your health takes damage. I'm not in it to take damage at the moment. But a missile launcher is fine just for something. Do I have a good spot that I could stick a reloader? Not really. I'm gonna grab these just to hold on to them. I kind of like what I got going on right now. Oh, that rock is on a journey. Oh, so is that bug. It was a very short journey, but it was a journey. You die, spend 100 overheat to revive, double the cost. I'm not really doing that. I'll grab the zapper, if only because I'm not even really using that zapper for anything important, but I'm certainly not going to do anything overheat related with this build. This is just full-on missile mode. I played Diablo before a little bit. Not a terrible amount, but a little bit. Why are those missiles red? Are they not supposed to be? I'll grab a chain reaction so I can level that up. That's fine. They're colored like enemy missiles. Well, the mini missile launchers are antagonistic. Alright, I gotta be a little bit more careful here. There we go. More cheap missiles. Grand finale, though. If this hits an enemy with overheater oil, repeat this on them. I don't have a lot of health, but I am inflicting a lot of oil on things. Mr. Robert J., you really got like a stream of consciousness thing going. I have not seen Toy Story 5. Could just get more cheap missiles. Or I can replace the Zapper with a grand finale. I'm not applying overheat, but I am applying oil. But I can also get more cheap missiles. That's definitely good. This is only good if I die. What if I don't die? Hologram. Now what do I hologram? Also, I feel like that should do that. So then maybe I do that. At the very least there. I could just upgrade the hologram. If I'm worried about space. I kind of am. Yeah. Diggy's race boat! Armageddon, ignition drive, and thermal coating. Just when you die, stuff happens. When you die, stuff happens. Have more health. But you'll die. Don't think I'm going to use any of these. I'm going to grab an Armageddon because it's the one that will kill me the least. Alright, let's see if I can eject this guy from the playing field again. Oh god! Was that some kind of tractor beam? The heck was that? Well, I just spun him in a circle until he died, and that was a-okay with me. I can upgrade a missile, or I can upgrade a chain reaction. I think I like upgrading the missile more. Okay, alright. Duplicating our fancy holograms, not bad. Just getting 2 more holograms is essentially the same thing. Duplicating my cheap missiles. I can hold the duplicate in case I get something really good later. I can upgrade all of my mini missiles to legendary and then copy that. There are options. I think I'll grab the duplicate. We're definitely upgrading these. I'm almost thinking I just remove this missile launcher and then dupe my epic cheap missiles just for more multi-shot on the more missiles that I'm firing. I think I like that. And having them separate is more efficient, because if I combine them, that'll be +3, whereas I keep them separate, it's +4. So, yeah, this will be fine. How's it going, Azure? If anything, I'd like to have more mines, because the mines continuously fire, and they don't care if there's anything within range for them to shoot at or not. They just go. Well, we can upgrade kinetic missiles to see what happens. No, just gives them more damage. That's fine. I am the swarm. Flameheart, your health is increased by number. It's nice and all, but I have nowhere good to put it. I could combine mini missile launchers, and that's fine. But then I'd be shooting less missiles with them. So, I don't think we need that right now anyway. He says he, like, immediately dies. We'll find out. Oh, see you later, whale friend. Oh, seal friend is also going crazy. I died. I couldn't tell which missiles were mine because they were all the same color. I wonder... I wonder why that was a concern earlier. I think I get it now. How's it going, Jabba? Let's do an ace run. Why not? Adjacent weapons also shoot 1 extra bullet backwards. That's always fun. Inferno missiles. Phantom trolls. I like doing bouncy bullet shenanigans, so this is always fun to me. So used to health bar in the center now. Well, you're the one that moved it, theoretically. Why did you change it? Was there a lot of feedback, or did you just think it looked weird? We were trying to decipher this earlier. Oh, it's an option. Okay. Your save just had it turned on by default. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't touch it. Adjacent weapons inflict 2 overheat. You know what? Why not? Something like that, maybe. Who knows? Oh, I'm all slimed up. Got him. Yeah, applying overheat on enemies without having it apply to myself would be lovely. Ah, explosions. My favorite. The red dot on the cards means I haven't picked it up since he added that system, which is, as I started this stream, everything. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm gonna get this guy. There we go. Your bullets bounce. They split into 2 bullets and share the remaining bounces. I want to do bounce stuff, so I'm going to grab this, despite the fact that none of my bullets currently bounce. Got him. Does the grenade bounce? Not by default. Meteor cannon. Only target enemies with overheat. Well, I do apply overheat with my ignition rounds. That's maybe something I can work with. Mew Hug, thank you for the 39 buds. How's it going? Don't know what orientation I want to keep things in at the moment. I'm just kind of winging it. God, these guys are so annoying. Another grenade launcher, another ignition round. As much as I like grenade launcher conceptually, I don't think it's as good as I'd like it to be. but we'll do it anyway. So I think we do this. And then just look, maybe we shoot some that way. Who knows? If anything gets hit by a bullet, it will overheat, and then my meteor cannon can do meteor cannon things. Kind of like that. The gun in front of this has +2 bounce. Alright, now we have decisions to make. Do I make a bouncy meteor cannon? Do I make a bouncy grenade? Do I make a bouncy something else? Alright. So let's really figure this out for a second here. So we do that. It will no longer have trick shot. Is there any way that I can give it trick shot as well? Is there any world? If I have it firing forward, I can give it trick shot. You think a piercing weapon cannot bounce? You know, that's probably a great point. My dreams were dashed before they begun. Bravo. It bounces until it runs out and then it pierces. Ah, my dreams have been restored. Bravo again. Alright, so we'll have a bouncy meteor cannon that will fire forwards and backwards and bounce as long as one of these 4 weapons applies stuff. Synthis, there is indeed a beta code. It is on the Neon Striker Discord. I'm not convinced that the bouncing is better than the piercing, admittedly. Hey, shooting gallery. A bubble follows you and makes all of your bullets bounce off of them up to 4 times. I seem to remember someone saying that that was pretty good with this. I'm gonna die. I've died. Why is everything that I do awful? I'm gonna try that one again. Hey, look, meteor cannon. And then immediately a bounce launcher. But we'll try to go meteor cannon again. See if we can make it work this time. You don't need a rear gun for the bugs. You just need to be better than I was in that moment. Or all the time, forever. Hey, look, ignition rounds. Advanced controls would be nice, but I'm doing this. Ugh. Hologram. Follow me, bugs. Follow me to your doom. Bounce launcher. What was that fired at? Perfect. Hey, meteor cannon. You can't really go Havoc Super Focus when you're trying to do a meteor cannon build. But boy howdy, do I wish I could. Instead, we'll just have more meteor cannons about it. Maybe I'll have one pointing this way. Just getting wrecked by acid. We'll continue to get wrecked by acid. Good old rocks. Nothing beats rock. Fire spells that apply to overheat. More bouncy. Or a sentry blaster. Bouncy burn bullet sounds fun. Sentry Blaster is consistent. It's probably the correct answer. Yeah, I guess. If you're into that kind of thing. Don't worry, I'll get him one day. Gun in front and behind have the same rarity. They swap bullets and deal extra damage. Makes Raven, what were you saying about counter assembly and it being fun? It wouldn't be very useful for me right this second, other than the, you know, extra damage. Sentry at yellow would be good for that. Sure. But I gotta get it that high. Another Sentry Blaster would be good right now. Counter assembly would be good for some point later. Remember when it had no rarity restriction? Dark Days where every single victory in the Ace Channel was Slime Launcher plus Grenade Launcher. Ah, you mean there was a point where the Grenade Launcher was good for something? I'm going to grab the Sentry Blaster for now. I'm going to hope to find the counter assembly again later. Hey, look, a meteor cannon. Hey, look, a slime launcher. Just meteor cannons in every direction. There's a quantum trajectory. Just a plasma gun, which is just more potentially easy overheat that it doesn't rely on being adjacent to that one thing. And it's got a red dot that I'm tired of looking at. Space Crab Colossus. Got him. Havoc Super Focus. Again. I love Havoc Super Focus. But I can't really do it for this, so I guess I'm going to grab this plasma gun. Auto Lock is fun. Smithing is not terrible. Mirrored's not terrible. But Auto Lock on a very upgraded frickin' laser beam meteor cannon's probably the way. And then we just and then honestly we can just put those in the back because they'll target wherever. Auto lock sentry gun. Yes. It's the perfect plan. Well, there's counter assembly. I don't think we have a good use case for it quite yet. Maybe something with the plasma gun. But, yeah, I think we'll just hold on to it for now. With our sentry gun and our omni-locking super cannons, we don't have to aim too hard. We just gotta have to be in the area. Advanced controls is always just solid. Another counter assembly. Okay, we're sitting on a couple of counter assemblies. We can upgrade them together. Which, I mean, I guess I will just because I don't think I'll be using two. But we'll continue to hold on to it. If we can find a high rarity slime launcher, that's usually the way to go. Another hologram. Holograms are fine. And more advanced controls, I think, is okay. Hey, look, more advanced controls. There goes all my dodge, but that was bound to happen on the bug map. We get it back fast enough. Okay. Another Sentry Blaster. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I think we just slap those together and slap that there. Honestly, if we find a fourth one, I might just be like, look, aiming is for nerds. I could do that, Muhugug. I could. Ah, but there's a slime launcher. Now we have interesting decisions to make. Obviously, you want to replace something like that with the meteor cannon, but that'd be hard to do. This might just be a hold it for later again situation. Keep that holding pattern alive. How's it going, Grim Pandragon? I need you to get back here, sir. Why are you running? Alright, I have to give up my frickin' dodge so I can hit you a little bit. Get the hell back here. Like, seriously. Alright, this guy is super annoying. How often does he get dodge? What am I supposed to do against this? I know that I can slam into him to get rid of dodge, but A, he's super fast, and then B, when I do, he gets 8,000 dodge again immediately. God. If I can get a high-level zapper, that could also be funny. Legendary item from Forge. Pierce. That could be good. Upgrade ship, always good. Heavy Augment, Hyperspace Fleet are the two, which neither of are useful to me. Might just be upgrade ship. I feel like I don't really have a great use case for swapping things. Zap that applies overheat. It could be fine. But this fire rate is not that much less than this fire rate, and it's got a much wider firing arc. So it's like, eh? Those bars are a little deceptive since they are log earth. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but again, the tight arc is more or less my more of the concern than the fire rate. I know the zapper fires very fast, but the opportunities for firing would be more limited. And that is my current concern. Upgrade the Omni and swap that. Potentially. So I'd probably do something like that, and then... Yeah, maybe I just don't think about it too hard right now. I'll figure it out later, maybe, depending on what I find. Thinking is overrated. Nothing I particularly care about, so I'll grab the anti-missile just to get rid of the red dot. And honestly, slap that there. One more sentry gun, you can turn the sentry gun into a firing meteor if you want to. It is something that I have been considering, but I gotta find the one more first. This guy has tracking bullets. That's illegal. Oh, but a legendary bounce launcher. Hold on a minute. Now we theoretically can do something funny. But where? I'd have to... do something like that. Would it change the meteor cannon's targeting? I don't know. I don't remember. Definitely, probably, maybe. Hollow the bullet overheat. Yeah, I suppose I could do that as well. For what that's worth. Do you want the bouncing gun forward or backwards? I don't know. Just doing stuff, man. Autolock cannon to the front. Well, the autolock cannon doesn't need to be anywhere specific. It's autolock. Although this doesn't need to be hologrammed. This hologram can be... I guess this. Yeah. Something like this. This is something that's going to happen. In all of the things that are happening, this is one of them. The bounce launcher will be the one firing the meteor shots. Oh, great. So, I goofed it. So I need to switch them. If I survive this round, I will switch them. don't really care about any of those. There we go. I fix. Each time your shields are depleted, gain a bunch of dodge. You know what? That's probably better than an anti-missile. Probably. Just cruising. All right. Hey, trick shot. Where can I fit you? I mean, I guess instead of you, just do something like that. And then it's this guy who's gonna take all of my shit and kill me with it again. Because I had no idea what I was supposed to do to this guy last time. Yep. And this time is similar. Stay really far away from him and hope for the best. Oh shit. Well, there goes all my dodge. And there goes my death. Yeah, I don't know how to beat that guy with the tunnel beam. The tunnel beam just is like, oh, you're shooting a gun? Sucks to be you. Guess you're dead. If you're not slamming them with your face, you will die. So I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Let me set up today's video. Hey, look, today's video is also Neon Striker, but it's from like a week or two ago before I took my vacation, so nothing is going to be up-to-date information. Try doing something with a knight where theoretically I can just slam things with my face and things like dodge and tunnel beam won't matter because I'm tired of being punished for having bullets in the bullet shooty game. Right. There we go. Ooh, flying swords. They only move while you have light. And then obviously deflecting enemy projectiles is always good, but this sounds fun. I don't have any light yet, but I guess I start with a little bit of light. And then I stop having light, and then they freeze. My mace is fine. Move all your melee weapons to this slot. Increase momentum for each one. Or I can get the illuminator to give me light. I think I'm going to go for light. Is that blade damage rework or judgment work? Wasn't paying attention. Many things were reworked. Pay more attention. This will all be on the test. I do only have one gun, so I could Havoc super focus it pretty easily. But I can also get another judgment. There's also Bulwark, which isn't bad either. Gotta go with this. Alright. I do need some healing. The game has to give it to me. Actually, I think I do something like that. That was a good stab. Nothing particularly interesting here. If there's ever anything not particularly interesting, you take a slime launcher. I don't make the rules, it's just what they are. Do I want more momentum or do I want more light? I think I want more light currently. This guy's gonna throw crap at me. He's got a rock. I have to not get stabby with him or I will die. So I'm gonna let my sword chucks do their thing. I'm just gonna shoot from the side. I'm going to try not to die right now. I'm gonna continue to try not to die right now with my like 1 hit point in a dream. Oh, he's got another rock and he's aiming it at me. But he's dead. Great. Each second heal equal to 100% of your light. When your shield is depleted, gain 18 light. That is exactly what we needed. And lifesteal. Lifesteal is also very good for us. Lifesteal and the blade dance maybe is the way. Are the swishy swords guns? They're not guns. But it does do damage. It's not eligible. Oh, come on. Just crush my soul while you're at it. Doesn't have one of the 3 tags that it applies to. But it's definitely melee. They're just autonomous melee. Do I continue to have 2 judgments or do I have 1 combined judgment? If we give it a melee tag, it'll do funky stuff with stances. That sounds awesome. I haven't heard a downside yet. Guess it should be the judgment. And again, I just don't know if I should combine them or not. Yeah, I could hollow it instead of having a third illuminator. That's probably fine. If I had another hollow, I'd probably put it on Harmony at this point, but I do want a hollow on the Blade Dance. I want a hollow on that. Side judgments to clothesline people. Or whirlwind stance to clothesline people. Feels like those enemies are bugged and only the head takes damage. I do feel like they were taking an enormous amount of shots earlier. I had mentioned it and like just they weren't dying. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. It's only currently 3 things, but we can improve that over time. And that'll make the judgment slaps easier to hit. Theoretically. Is the sword growth only temporary? I feel like my swords got bigger and then they shrunk again. Is it not permanent for the rest of the stage like it used to be? I believe that's how it used to work. Heavy loader is tempting. I think that's a bug. Look, I'm good at finding them. That's what I'm here to do. Whirlwind stance is overriding the transform. Then maybe I swap it for range stance. Although then the sword size doesn't really matter that much, but I don't really care about these other two anyway. Does Blade Dance upgrade give you more blade or just more light? It's a great question. The fact that the Flying Swords has a parenthesis S, I'm guessing you get more blades. Just based on that context clue. But don't know for sure. Something like that, maybe. Can upgrade the whirlwind stance, but I feel like I'm gonna be rain stance, so we'll light mace. And I could just replace this laser blaster, but rain stance fires a random bullet, and I don't want more opportunities to fire light maces over something like the judgment or the buckler, so I think I might just upgrade this. It's another weapon in the pool to muddy the rain stance pool, but 8 momentum per second's not bad. And no, you know what? I don't like it. Kippy Kabaru! How's it going, everybody? How was the stream? Hope it went well. We're fully aboard the struggle bus this morning as I try to get back into the stream groove. You two are in shooty bullet hell. That's where we live. Another light mace. Or just a bulwark. Honestly, you know what? Give me the bulwark. Adjacent weapons have recoil 10. This, I think, is a weapon, but if it has recoil, I don't think it does anything to me, so I guess we're gonna find out. That ship is a flag. It's the flagship. These little teleporter man chasing me down. That sweet running pathogenic. We didn't have to press any buttons. Invincible and exploded when you touch enemies. That does sound pretty awesome. I gotta get back into that now that they've reached their full release. I need to re-explore them. So that's definitely going to be in my near future. Oh, light mace. It's fine based on that. Smithing actually isn't awful for us. Upgrade's not bad. Piercing. I could put piercing on my light guns because I need to always have my light guns, but no, I think smithing is good enough here. Yeah, I think we should do something like that. Need to sleep badly though. Happy streams. Go get some rest. Take it easy. Thank you again for the raid. Drill Lance. Gain 8 momentum per second. Deals 1% target max health damage per 5 momentum. Well, that's not bad. Sure, we can fit that in here somewhere. I do like the bulwark armor, but maybe we sneak this in somewhere. Or honestly, we wait until we find another Thunder Stance, and then Thunder Stance and just put a whole bunch of different weapons in. Because there's not a really good place to put this that I like. So we'll just hold on to it for now. Oh hey, it's the tunnel beam guy. Yeah, I know, but at least this time my landing bullet shots isn't the main thing on my agenda today. I have bullets that I need to fire, but I get light from the act of firing them, not from the act of landing the shots. So hopefully I'll be able to survive, but we will see. I'll take the jousting lance just because I can potentially upgrade that one at some point. Potentially use it at some point if I get a Thunder Stance. Luid Shot coming in with a shotgun blast. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Also, I hope your meeting went well. The fact that it's over means it's good enough, I'm sure. Went pretty good? Good. Back when I worked at my previous company, I would always dread meetings. Blade launcher's fine. Yeah, just hold on to it. I never mind meetings. I mind meetings that could have been an email. Well, most of the meetings that I've ever gone to in my entire life very much could have been an email. Another light buckler or an improved rain stance. I do like light bucklers, but I'll improve the rain stance. Oh, admittedly, some of my weapons are bullets now, so the rain stance against this upcoming guy probably won't be as useful as I want it to be. But that's the life I live. Another drill lance or another illuminator. Can always switch to whirlwind for the boss. I could switch to whirlwind for the boss. Would that be better, do I think? Maybe. I do this. See, I gotta keep all of this nonsense going. The bulwark is nice, and I need the illuminators because I need light for the harmony and the blade dance. But I can try to sneak in drill lances here. And I want the joust mod on because of the drill lances. So do I give up armor for max health damage momentum shenanigans? Maybe. I'm gonna send it. If I die, I die. I do mean that, Scott. Also, I'm gonna get wrecked right now. Big sword, go! Just gotta keep hitting him on his flanks. He shoots so many ding-dong bullets. And my swords keep shrinking because Whirlwind Stance is broken with these weapons. Look at all of this nonsense! What is a normal build supposed to do against whatever this is? And then my swords get big for a second and then reshrink. Anyone think this might be a little overtuned? Anyone? Jesus. Hey, Thunderstance. Burst fire on, I guess my light gun could be fine. I could burst fire the rain stance if I want to stick with the rain stance. I don't know if that stance counts as a gun. It is a gun. So I could Thunder Stance, or I could Rain Stance. With the Burst Fire. Yeah, heck with it. We'll rock it like this. We'll keep the drill lances to the side. Who cares? Run away! Bullets! Okay. I can just improve my joust mod. That's fine. I'm probably going to die to the final boss anyway, if I even get that far. This game is so ridiculously tuned that I feel like anything I do will result in that happening. So, that's why I fear Face Slam builds, because there's just giant mines of death. And I was like, oh, I've been pretty resilient. I could probably handle... No, I can't. I couldn't do it. I shouldn't have gone anywhere near it. Just gonna continue to die forever. Oh, good old capacitor. Oh, right next to the slime launcher. I want them both. Oh, another capacitor. Vance, thank you for the 29 months. 9 more days of this month, so before it ends, I can't afford it. That's fine. You gotta take care of yourself first. I'm just a dude on the internet. Immune to collision value of nitro, yada yada. I do have some nitro things, but I also have some zappy things, but I could have orbital things. But I technically have some stuff that involves this, so we'll grab that for now. Another capacitor. Thermal lance will give me nitro. But more capacitors, more better, right? Don't even have anything to put this on right now. But I like shooting zappy bullets. Cal Zector, thank you for the 43 buds.
I am invincible.
Thank you very much. It was fun, but I'm also glad to be back. There's the launcher. Now we're talking. You bugs follow me along now. Follow me closely. Oh, you guys weren't close enough. Follow me closely. There you go. Superconductor. Now we're talking. Oh, but another launcher. But... That's why you always try to have a backward-facing gun for the bugs. Yeah, but the bugs are dumb. I don't think I can get a reloader somewhere useful. All right, Space Crab. Space Crab got. Ah, good old Zap Wave. Pulsar Heart's also fun, but for what we're doing, definitely Zap Wave. Bouncing Bullets, but they have Piercing now. Smithing again, very good. Early Star Map, very good. Yeah, but Smithing is very good here. That's fine. Yeehaw! Zapageddon is upon us. Azure outage affecting your client that you can do nothing about, so you're just going to chill here and sip tea while things are metaphorically on fire. Well, hopefully your metaphorical fire gets metaphorically resolved. Metaphorically, of course. Upset client is not metaphorical. Unfortunately, they never are. I can't get adjacent weapons adjacent enough. I'm currently not doing nitro things, despite the fact that I sort of want to. But until I do, that'll work fine. That said, I don't necessarily need to do nitro things, because I feel like I'm fully invested in the Zap life. I do want more targeted things. Oh, hey, a slime launcher. Here, you know what? I'll have my one backwards cannon, just in case. Adjacent weapons have a wider firing arc. Orbital slices block enemy bullets. When this fires, gain extra nitro. All of these things are fine and dandy. But not exactly what I'm looking for. I agree that I want more mark stuff. Red dot is new. What is it? That just means that... Oh, hey, look. Mark stuff. Every 10 seconds mark an enemy, and this just marks 2 enemies. The red dot just means that I haven't picked it up yet since they've added that functionality, which was fairly recently. Ride the Lightning. Wait, that's Kentucky Ballistics. I'm pretty sure he didn't come up with Ride the Lightning. He might have come up with Stick a Thumb in it, but not Ride the Lightning. Lightning go burr. I like all of these. The capacitor is just to upgrade one of my capacitors. The zap wave is to have more zap wave, and the hologram is to have more zap wave, I guess. Upgraded zap wave, I assume will release more bullets and potentially mark more enemies. But it'll probably go from marking 2 enemies to marking 3 enemies, so having more zap waves is more mark than combining them. Yes, I could hologram Purple Launcher. I can hologram an upgraded zap wave. There are things that I could do. Hologram and upgraded Zap Wave might be the sauce. Although I could get rid of the pylon thing just to have even more. You say it's the only choice, but upgrading a capacitor is also not bad either. I think I'm going to do this. More mark, and then when the marked enemies dies, they launch more bullets. I think that's fine. Ta-da! Hey, look, more zap bullets, but I don't really need you currently. So I'm gonna grab the storm mine to get rid of the red dot. Alright, here's Dodge Magoo here. Let's see how awful this is, considering I don't have the crazy amount of dodge, and he's just gonna run away ridiculously. Okay, hold on. I have enough bullets to overwhelm him. Hey, capacitor. Hey, hologram. Ooh, a burst fire. Ship upgrade slot is tempting. But burst fire on the Epic's launcher and then hollowing that is probably pretty good. That said, I can also hollow the other, the hit list, so I have even more mark. At which point, then I just use the upgrade ship just so I don't lose a spot from that. Honestly, I think long term, I'm going to like that better. So I can like just stick you over there, and then I can do something like this. So when marked enemies die, I'll get more shield, and every 6 seconds I'll mark more targets. That's fine. What does missile salvo with capacitor do? I just imagine every time the missiles would launch, instead of launching missiles, they would just shoot zap cannons straight forward, which I imagine wouldn't be as effective as you'd like it to be. Your zap bullets inflict 2 scramble. Alright. Honestly, we could stick that on instead of the pylons. The pylons are kind of my extra thing. Let's confuse the enemies. Scramble was indeed updated. All weapons rotated 180 degrees. So we'll make it so all the enemies shoot backwards, and hopefully that confuzzles them. Except for the missile launcher guys who don't care. Havoc Super Focus I don't think is happening today. A melee thing, when this hits a marked enemy, damage all marked enemies. That's cool! But, nothing I'm going to do today. I'll grab it just because it'll get rid of the red dot and it's ship-specific, whereas Havoc Super Focus is not ship-specific, so I'll get that again at some point. We're zooming. Ouch, rock. This one guy over here is so incredibly marked. Negative zone. This one should probably go much faster. Oh, well, I can upgrade my high voltage. More scramble. Can bosses be scrambled? I hope so. Hey, another zap wave. We had a good run, Thermal Lance. Alright, I haven't seen this updated boss yet, so I assume I'm about to get absolutely rinsed. Yep. Was going just fine until they were just like, oh, the entire game field is death. Congratulations. I almost made it to the center, but not allowed. Man, I'm having such a good day. Everything is going great. I remember when I used to be halfway decent at this game. Hologram is good for later. Shield Sister is pretty good now. There probably won't be a later, so I better get this now. Keep is getting a rework soon. So what you're saying is, in the game that I am currently struggling with heavily, I'm using a ship that has been deemed needing a rework, i.e. I'm going to interpret that as not strong enough. So I'm going to die. That's how I'm going to interpret that. Laser array is fun. See, it's not really going to do anything much right now. It was doing some weird laser stuff there. Interesting. I don't think you're doing much, so I'm just gonna really shield up. Give adjacent items Echo. If they already have Echo, give them +1 multi-shot. I don't remember what Echo does, and the game doesn't have reminder text for what Echo does. So I think they get an extra bullet for every other one that's got Echo or something like that. Maybe not. Bolt stockpile is good, but I can get another Echo chamber. Alright, so hear me out. Echo chamber gives adjacent items Echo. If they already have Echo, give them +1 multi-shot. If I do this, will they have multi-shot? Because they're getting Echo twice. Sort of. They should. Well, I guess we're going to find out. They do! Be a very embarrassing moment for you if they didn't. Look, I've been constantly embarrassed this entire stream with how I've been playing, so really, just par for the course. Bolt stockpile. Could. But. I think I want to do echo-y things. So I'm just going to grab this just for the trailing laser for the bugs. And then I'll wait to try to find better things. The trailing laser is trying its best. That was Jeff. Having super focus, I feel like, is not what you need when you're trying to do Echo. And yet I'm still tempted. That was an audio experience. I'm here to deliver new experiences. Barrier Lander. Ammo 3. Deploys landers equipped with bullet barriers. I don't think the barrier landers do much, but you know what? Maybe it'll do something for me. I feel woefully inadequate for boss number 1. Look at his health drop. You'll kill him in no time. I'll kill him in a considerable amount of time, it would appear. Yeah. Health totals since the rework seem high. Got him. Lander, hanger. Gravity Lander is fun, but again, I'm not convinced it's good, but it does have a red dot. Again, smithing is fine. Multi-shot I can hold on to until I find a good weapon. Upgrade's fine. You know what? I'm going to just grab this multi-shot and I'm just going to hold on to it for a while. Will I ever find an actual echo weapon setup? Unlikely. Got him. Havoc Super Focus. Or another Gravity Lander. Again, I want to do Echo things, so Havoc Super Focus is not what I want to do. So another Gravity Lander it is. I'm never going to get what I'm looking for, and I know that. Oh, geez. Those Gravity Landers go nuts. Spent months getting perfect desire sensor always prevent you from getting the items that you want. You know, honestly, wouldn't even be surprised. It's far more likely that you coded a backdoor into the game and you watch me stream and you just manually set the RNG to atrocity. That bug was... Oh, man, that bug got yeeted and deleted. Your mines lock onto nearby enemies. Well, I don't have any mines yet. But maybe one day. Ow. All the melee with all the shards hurt. Oh boy, I shouldn't have meleeed you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Oh, I take it back. I meant it. Die. Holy moly. Got implanted in my face. Hey, Caltrops. Alright, hold on. I can do something. Let's go Coldfire Search. I can just upgrade a Shield Assister. I can get a much better engine that I'm not even using anymore. I could do the Impact Charger. It's fine. Stream died for a second there. Ooh. Oops. Also, you know, I could just... You know what? This will be the life we live. Yeah. Range on the homing mines feels less than I remember. Me too. Also, do the mines not multi... the burst fire? They don't appear to be firing in bursts. These coconut mines are supposed to fire in bursts. Is it just stacked on top of one another? Maybe that's the case. Mining lander. I could just combine gravity landers, but why would I do something like that? The mine homing is really finicky. Myth showing up 3 out of 3 times. You know, randomly. Hey look, Echo. So I do have 3 crystals. Do I just save them from upgrading more mining landers? Do I upgrade the Caltrop launcher? I should probably upgrade the Caltrop launcher, honestly. Alright, now it's the guy who's going to dodge everything I do and run away until I lose. Which means that I will die. Immediately. There he goes. My work here is done. You know, it's 1 o'clock, but I feel like I see the writing on the wall here. I've had no good runs. I'm playing on baby mode. And everything is overtuned. I think I'm going, for my own sanity, to end the stream now. Everything is just a little rough at the moment. So I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Everyone enjoyed the pain and the suffering. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. YouTube video will be out in an hour. Make sure to go check that out. It's more Neon Striker, so if you want to see more Neon Striker and more pain, make sure to go check out the video in an hour. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.